I've been through a lot in the past, I guess, 2 to 3 years, and just now being able to speak about it, so I'm grateful and honored to be in you all's presence, to just be able to share my personal story. And I guess this has now become my testimony piece. Everybody can hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say what my grandma always tells me to say: I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me.
As usual.
All right. Sometimes strong single mothers can raise daughters that are confused about love. Our hearts carry residue like hard water stains on shower doors. Fear prevents the soul-cleansing nature of authentic romance from ever leaking through our pores. We guard our hearts so aggressively we've gone beyond protection and sentenced them to prison. We walk around like, who did God think he was, creating men to be head over women? And then there was me, who grew up with this jaded love philosophy, this little girl who had words inside but didn't think they were valuable enough to speak, who viewed the world defined by my family's perception of what it was supposed to be, and that's fine. Because my childhood was nurturing and provided a profound degree of spirituality, but I started to realize that if we don't step outside of what's comforting, our view of love can be limiting, and that was me. This little wholesome, sheltered girl who hid behind the bridges of protection that my mother and grandmother made, who grew up fearful of real love because I put on their glasses filled with prescriptions of their past pain, and I observed these strong women over and over again, independent, career-driven, because at that point in their lives, the men around them just weren't listening. You see, my grandfather left my grandmother and moved to another city. My daddy was getting his life straight, and him and my mother weren't vibing, so in high school, I made the decision to never love men all the way. I saw them as half in and half out and never really confident enough to stay. So yeah, they could lift heavy things and some of their personalities seemed to be okay, but I viewed them as lukewarm, and God said, spew that type of thing out of your mouth. So I pushed them to the side and put no effort in figuring them out. And as I got older, it was painful to admit that for me, authentic relationships with men just didn't matter. I hid from them. I categorized all men as potential disasters, emotional fire hazards, waiting to incinerate a heart that didn't really comprehend love. I couldn't find a woman in my life that could convince me otherwise. Mom and Gran were divorced now, but at some point had been somebody's wife. So when I became an adult, I started to re-examine my image of men. I began to understand Mom and Gran's past decisions. I was no longer a sheltered girl, but a woman who was drastically imperfect. I walked around wearing a church-sewn blanket, quilted with tight threads of piety, watching those around me, pleading for the mother's board to pray for husbands to appear immediately. I got lost somewhere in this epiphany and transition. I got caught up and diverted my ears and eyes from God and surrendered to distraction. The marriage clock was ticking loudly, and everybody around me rolled in a race against time and began to chase it. I thought to myself, girl, you better speed up and stop pacing. I began to feel my stride was abnormal. I thought I was going crazy. Everybody was passing me. Watches were ticking and tongues were gossiping. My inner circle making plans for matrimonial timing. Prophets were prophesying. Marriages were happening. Lives progressing. The pressure was building. I felt like I was underdeveloped, and my heart was unacceptably unwilling. I felt worthless and empty because I hadn't yet met a man to which I felt it was worth surrendering. So I got busy, and I made my own decision to manufacture my own timing, running from the reality that God was still preparing the single me. I subconsciously told God that his plan was too slow, and so I started my own plan. I looked around for viable candidates to be a husband, then crafted a fantasy in my mind, and before I knew it, we were decorating the church house, and coordinators were pressing to get the ceremony started on time. But wait, God, can we just rewind? How did I get here? Vows and pledges and wishes and kisses and commitment and death and potential sickness. It's too late. People are staring at me, and I probably have never looked this pretty, but I'm still wondering, is this really for me? And I got in that thing. Didn't really take the time to know who I was marrying. I thought I was a good woman, doing the right thing, a good woman who gave her all the best she had, but he was always mad. Good woman, self-esteem broken, heart torn wide open, rolling over failed attempts to make him happy. Good woman, perpetually slapped with inadequacy. Good woman, got thin, I lost weight because anything I ate started to make me ill. Lost my sense of self and all power to will. He told me that my shrinking backside negatively affected our intimacy, implied that it made him less attracted to me. So I was in the gym squatting, climbing Stairmaster relentlessly. When he got really angry, he started beating walls, and I got scared that one day he would lay his hands on me. But let me spare you all the gory details and couldn't get to the point, see. I was distracted with a Martha mentality. I thought serving would heal everything when I should have been like Mary laying at Jesus' feet. It wasn't all his fault. I played a part in this misplaced fantasy. We were just evidence of what happens when you move in your own timing. Marriage is beautiful when you let God orchestrate your steps. Even though I'm divorced and single again, God isn't through with me yet. During that process, I thought I was losing my mind. But I'm thankful that I serve a God who restores the gift of time. God told me not to give up and stop trying. He said, live, queen. You're not dying. Good woman. Bless him again. Be encouraged by the woman of Shunem. God reminded me of who I am. Like Yosef says, I am woman. I move confidently with the burden of Eve etched in my skin. I am woman, bountifully resourceful, created in a garden. God breathed uniqueness out of his mouth, and I was formed from bone, which protects all that is vital. Worth in my veins and insecurity my rival. Strength functions as the delegator of my resilience, while the fragrance of ancient sisterhood saturates my essence. My womb houses generations of promise, and in my chest I hold the temperament of the sea. Tsunamis of pain washed away with new mornings of deafening tranquility. I am woman, striding regally hand in hand with God as my first companion. On my heart, he writes the definition of romance, his love, a majestic trance. I am woman who speaks, and Madagascar jasmine flowers burgeon my tongue. I walk and the ground softens in admirable submission. The sun smiled and placed a kiss on my skin, which yielded permanent caramel magic with hues so complex I will never just blend in. I am woman, too beautiful to be shielded by any dark place, and when birds see my face, they sing a melody so sweet. The seasons change and leaves fall gracefully around me in a synchronized beat. Mountains are so tall because they yearn to impress me. When I walk by, they stretch their necks high in the sky. I am woman, imperfect, yet diligent, sometimes conflicted and obstinate, a lioness, a deep say with roar as my heartbeat. I am woman. Yes. Who grows to become content with the pieces of me. I conquer the vines of emotional concrete. I wear armor suited just for me, accessorized by beauty. I carry my queendom inside of me, fighting to be authentic, moving in God's timing. That's what matters to me. I am woman. So woman, know that God loves you even in your disappointments. Stay steadfast and learn your lessons. God is setting you up for your blessings, so never abandon the inclination to be patient. Despite the calamity that you're facing, all is well, and you will live and have a story to tell. So woman, hold your head high. God has made you royalty. Don't surrender to the pressures of society. When divorce was over my head, God kept me from drowning. People on social media like, yo, didn't you just get married and now your name changed back to Taylor again? I walked out the house and neighbors like, it's been a minute since we've seen your husband. So my choice to do my own thing has reaped a lot of embarrassment, but I thank God for the process and that my heart is on the mend, and my image of men now God is divinely refining. I admire marriages that God has divinely assigned. Observing, learning, and healing, there is purpose in my patience. Jesus on the inside keeps my mind from capsizing. The emotional abuse that I was encountering has made me stronger, and now I'm testifying. I am woman, I am a good woman, I am a great woman, and most importantly, I am God's woman.